because they converted a lot of Ford tractors. I'll just hand back to so many days. But he will just elaborate on what Joe did before Ford finally got round to building their own, which have remained, well, a little bit of a showstopper now, their four-wheel drive range, which is... All right, O'Brad. Nice to see you. I'm glad I'm from Bishop's Castle. You don't think I get out very often, but there you go. Anyway, so there you go. They're all coming round now, but I'll just hand back to Bill, and he can just tell you about the Doe connection with Ford.
Ernest Doe had become a Ford dealer. He sold other mates. He sold case in quite a quantity before and during the war. But he became a Ford dealer. Essex is well known for its clay. And a farmer called Pryor needed more power to pull his ploughs. And Ernest Doe designed an idea where he joined two Fordson majors together with articulated in the middle, so it had got two engines, and it was all controlled by cables and wires and hydraulics from the back of the tractor. There was nobody sat on the front tractor, and they powered it. So it was a four-wheel drive tractor that bent in the middle. It was a very good success, really, apart from in other counties where they have
aeroplane.
You've got the front end of a Fordson major stuck out in the lane before you could see what was coming down the lane while you were sat on the back tractor. But they were very popular in Essex and in the eastern counties, and there's quite a lot preserved now. Turntables and all that were manufactured by Doe and fabricated, and he converted a few, but what really put paid to him was the fact that Roadless and County and Muriel and Manitou and all the others were Macro and all the others were all manufacturing four-wheel drives, and then in the end the big manufacturers, Ford, John Deere, all the others, went on to four-wheel drive. So the Joe in the late 70s, I think the last ones were 7000s, faded away. So the other tractors were more manoeuvrable and were just as good.
Right, but thank you for that. Is this good? Hold on a second. Right. Just another thing as well, looking at John Deere's, which I learned from a learned person who came to see me at council, is that the John Deere tractor has its colours as a registered trademark throughout the world. So nobody can copy the green or the yellow wheels in that configuration at all. It is a registered trademark throughout the world, and that is the significance of seeing a John Deere, all yellow wheels, rest of it all over is green. Okay, that's another little quirky thing. David Brown always stands out. It was meant to do. David Brown was a very intellectual sort of chap because he painted his tractors on off the white, whatever you call it. And that Fortune white was the make of the colour. So that's another distinctive thing that sets that apart. And when you see blue, what do you see? It's a Ford, alright? And when you talk about civil engineering, building sites, diggers, plant and machinery, they're yellow. For safety reasons, obviously, you want to be seen. So, in amongst our line-up here, looking at it now, we have a yellow one in the middle. It's what they call a Massey Ferguson Industrial. They were made for councils, made for building companies, construction, whatever it might be. And then another very low import rate, I presume, would have been the Rocop 88. the Oliver range of tractors. There weren't many cars in the UK, were there? No, they're very rare tractors. So, no. And then of course you'll see on the front of some tractors, not many, some here today, I've seen 2 or 3 now, the badge belonging to Perkins, with 3 circles and a square offset. That signifies Mr. Perkins' motif, a square deal all round. So there you go. And as we call them, they put them in lorries, we call them Dorothy now, the Dorothy Perkins range. Nice to see people from the local community who are supporting us. Of course they have to bring the carers with them, but, you know, obviously doing well. Still here. Nuffield, another famous BMC, we won't go into that, there's lots to say about that, but the Nuffield, Lord Nuffield, the car group as well. And of course, the famous red Massey Ferguson, grey before but now red. Always red, still is today. Most favourite colour of any tractor is confirmed. Then international, they were, most of them in the UK were produced in Doncaster, weren't they? The Bradford factory, yeah, for Jowie works, yeah, and then Dexter's, where were they made that? Dagenham. That's it, Perkins engine tractors, that's it. So a Nuffield Copper 460. Always seem to be popular, the international, the smaller tractor. But still popular today, isn't it, for the dairymen? Nice narrow, small little tractor. So, now, is this a roadless conversion or a county? This is a roadless conversion, 4x4, number 51. Right, a roadless six-stroke 4x2. 6-cylinder four-wheel drive. Unusual because they're usually 4-cylinder, aren't they? And you can see the strakes on the back of the winch, used in logging, forestry, etc.
That's the one he's talking about.
It's interesting that David said about John Deere. It's interesting that David spoke about John Deere having the rights for the green and yellow tractors, because the first 6 John Deere powers that were made were painted green with yellow wheels in the identical shades of John Deere. So he does wonder whether Deere's stopped painting them that colours. They made them different than Ford's by painting them green and yellow, but you wonder whether they had the rights over the colour scheme Deere's, whether they stopped them from the early part.
Making a general exit now from the arena, our tractor section, and of course, just been rejoined by our, he's a commentator, yeah. I said I'm his assistant still, so there you go. Just a big shout out to 1 or 2 people. Nice to see them. Long time no see. Come and see me now and again. All those lifts I gave you. Another youngster in the society. Bring him. Forwards all in the line here. There you go. Usual specimen. Where are we going to be? The 4,000 range. 3-4. Well, that's a Duncan cab apparently. Yeah. Then a Massey 135, that's vertical. And then as I pointed out to you, the yellow tractor, it's a 153 industrial with a 20 on it, whatever that means. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's Perkins, wasn't it? Perkins 323, yeah.
Is there a prop
Duncan's
master
safety cab, so there you go. There's
Is there
the
a
Dane
prop
brand,
master
there's
here?
top one.
The only crop master was the RAF one.
Well,
Yeah.
they were red before that. So, they changed this white. Yeah. That's it. 4,3,000 there, but on Charlie with it. And then again, another 135. You can see the bottom of that mate came out. Oh, 148, yeah. Slightly longer wheelbase. That's only difference, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely. Nice exhaust on there. It isn't rusty like that. Right. There you go. 4,3,000. Charlie Edward base for them. 565 Massey. There we go. Shooters of Shrewsbury supplied that. Before the money savior. Then the Fortson EN27, is that correct? A27N. Well, 36, so a third one. And then, as I said, the John Deere, green and yellow. This is the 3350. That's bound to be being something. The model number Phil. That's 3350 on John Deere one. Yeah, there you go. Then the 8210, the one I pointed out with the early Stowe and Son name on it, the actual for the dealers who made double dose, as we call them. So they're nicely going over the ring now. We obviously have some announcements to get through before we go any further. I can see the crowd is beginning to get round the ring. And just remember, if you have a programme, I advise you to get one. It's a souvenir programme. It's only £3.